and welcome to another episode of the Criterion Creeps. Today we're gonna go Cronenberg.
Had to hit it at some point.
Criterion Creeps. Criterion Creeps. Hi, I'm Wade.
And I'm Joe.
And we're here to talk about David Cronenberg, a movie on the Criterion Collection. It's David Cronenberg. No, it's not The Fly. It's not on Criterion Collection either.
Unfortunately,
no, it's not.
I think all of Cronenberg's movies eventually, well, I shouldn't say all of them. Most of them should end up on the Criterion Collection.
Yeah, there's Videodrome.
Naked Lunch is on there.
But we're going to talk about, this actually recently came out. It was actually released, I think, late last year, I think.
Last year or the year before, yeah.
It's called The Brood.
The Brood! We're going pre-famous Cronenberg.
I've never seen The Brood.
It was a Canadian movie.
And the thing is,
because Cronenberg is Canadian.
I enjoyed Videodrome. I don't really like James Woods that much. I think he's a little, his acting's kind of one note sometimes.
Yeah,
he just does the voice.
Yeah, he goes a little off the wall on that one.
Yeah, and Naked Lunch I haven't seen, but also I know it's probably not spooky. It's more of just like body horror.
It's fucking weird.
It's weird. It's
Peter Weller's in it. He's a better actor than James Woods.
I appreciate The Fly. I don't like it.
I love The Fly.
It grosses me out too much. The nails. Okay, we're not talking about we're talking about The Brood, which is a restrained Cronenberg. I was very surprised. Like halfway through the movie, I'm like,
to a degree.
No. Yeah, when I was halfway through the movie, I'm like, how is this a Cronenberg movie?
And then you get to the end.
The end is where you're like, oh, there it is.
I found the Cronenberg.
Now, when I first heard about this movie, I thought I didn't read the synopsis. I thought it was gonna be like people on the stairs. I thought it was gonna be like that kind of plot. It is.
It's an interesting thought. It's not bad.
It's a very emotional, mental movie.
It reminds me.
It's about divorce.
A little about not necessarily exactly plot wise, but it reminds me a lot of Don't Look Now.
I haven't seen that one.
With Donald Sutherland. It's also in the Criterion Collection.
Oh, yeah,
it's by Nicholas Roeg.
Okay, I've been hearing about that. It's been on my list.
It's about parents and kids, basically.
And this movie is very about divorce and kids and stuff like that. And I'll say this, it starts out weird.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
It starts out with that guy. Basically, it follows this guy and his girl, and his little girl, and their mom is in a mental institute with this therapist who is excellent in the movie.
Yeah,
he is mesmerizing on how evil he can be. Like,
you also have to point out he's like one of those experimental
70s.
It's like psychiatry. It's very 70s in that respect. So it's like there was a lot of really weird movements in like psychology and like there was primal therapy got big then.
Yeah, and there was a lot of big things, and then just seeing the mother just kind of turn, get morphed and stuff, and the actual stuff with the Brood kids is very violent. Yeah. I was not expecting it to be that violent, because all of a sudden happens with the hammer, and you're just like...
So, to set it up, this parents, the father is with the daughter, and the mother's in the psychiatric institute. It's like an experimental place where this doctor's doing different treatments to try and help her. And ultimately, I mean, to be honest, he did get to the root of the problems.
Yeah.
So he's qualified in at least analyzing people.
Yeah.
But, so the big thing is the father feels that the mother no longer deserves to have the right to see the kid. And, because she shows up early in the movie with bruises on her. And so you have that kind of like parental protectiveness.
They started out pretty quick.
And it's like, you can't fucking touch my kid. And he's like, that's the last straw. She's done. I was giving her a chance, trying to get better, but she put her hands on him. Put her hands on him.
And that's what kind of starts the whole plot.
And,
I'm going to tell you the most brutal scene was the one in the classroom.
The classroom, yeah.
The classroom's
always
just seeing the kids,
So, needless to say,
the ending is
things get weird.
Oh, they do.
So it turns out that the mother has been repressing all this rage, from her upbringing, and this treatment is bringing it out of her in a way.
Yeah.
And
yep.
There's these little, like, dwarvish children.
The Brood. And they have, like, little dog faces.
And they are, like, psychically linked to her. Mm-hmm. And so they lash out.
Her rage.
When she becomes angry, yeah.
Yeah, so...
And certain targets get picked, but there's some really brutal stuff.
Once they get into, like, the brutal, like, the killing, oh my god, they are very effective, because the music...
Because it comes out of nowhere.
The music score is really good in this movie.
Yeah.
It's really good in this movie. I mean, it's not like Halloween or Suspiria where it's iconic and you know the tune, but it's very, like...
It's effective for the movie.
It's effective. The ending is so... weird and great, and the effects in this movie are so good. The dog face, is it as good as like 2017 makeup? No. But for 1979, yes.
Some of those quick cuts, it works.
Yes. And they're creepy because children are creepy.
Yeah, and...
especially when you don't see their face. It's very creepy. And then they reveal the face. Oh my god. So, so would you buy, rent, or skip?
I would... unless you know what you're getting into, I would rent it. But I lean towards buying. I really like it. I have a copy. I don't have the Criterion one. I bought it before it came out on Criterion. I saw it like a few years ago with my aunt and immediately was like, I need to own this. Because it's like a crazy late 70s movie. And... I would say rent it if you're not familiar with David Cronenberg. If you are, just go ahead and buy it. It's really good. It's not as fully Cronenberg yet. It's like when we talk about Lynch and the Lynchian scale
of
his movies.
It's very toned down.
This one's like in the middle
for
Cronenberg. It's not full Naked Lunch, Videodrome, Fly, but it's not like Cosmopolis or that stuff later. So
it's a restrained.
It's in the middle, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
and I think if you do rent it, I think most people who are into horror and can dig what he's doing will get it.
I feel like essential horror movies, like 70s movies, especially like or 60s, 70s movies like Body Snatchers and Suspiria. If you like those movies, I'd say get this movie. I'm gonna say buy. It's already on my Amazon cart. I really like this movie a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
I did. So let us know what's your favorite Cronenberg movie. Did you like The Brood? Let us know in the comments section below. Also check out our previous movies and subscribe so you get future movies.
Definitely.
We have one more week of the Spooktacular October. So I wonder what next week. Next week's probably gonna be the oldest movie we've done.
Yeah, it's also, I think might be one of the oldest movies in the Criterion Collection.
Yeah, so...
But please make a comment below. I want you guys to recommend more movies, and I want you to think of things that might turn his stomach.
I hate you so much. Wait, I Was a Teenage Zombie didn't. I want to keep referencing this stupid movie for the rest of the month.
You're going to reference it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'll never forget. But yeah, please comments below because we are making, I know that we've already had fan suggestions. We're going to do those. Don't worry.
We'll get to them.
We'll get to them, but we kind of had, we plan out the October one, so that kind of threw it off. But we're already thinking of November. We're already thinking about December. We want more movies. Let us know in the comment section below. Until next time, Cronin bye.